Hello and welcome back to Socially Awkward. The visual novel is still alive, apparently. So it's been a while, I think. Um, Monchimutt was supposed to go like on hiatus, and I think he did for a while, because he kind of didn't feel like working on the visual novel, burnout and such. Um, he did release, I think, like a short update for Tom, and then another update for Tom. So I don't actually know how long this will be. So, if it's like 30 minutes or longer, then, we'll see. But yeah, so if I remember, because we are doing Tom, obviously, um, Jayce's apartment was haunted, apparently, out of the blue. Um, he, the next night he was picked up by Tom and Makan, and they went to the gym. Uh, Jayce found a marble. Uh, and yeah, that's all I remember. uh, if you played it yourself, you would have seen some peen, but unfortunately there was no peen for you because it's YouTube. You don't get peen. You just get blurs or Telegram stickers. But yeah. Anywho, so I guess without further ado, let us continue Tom's route. If you need to refresh yourself, just go watch those other videos and then come back to this one. Anywho, but yeah, let's find out what's happening. You're idling by, waiting for Tom to unlock his bike. Come on. Trouble is, in the wheels, literally. He can't seem to fit any of the two keys properly, either because he has to be in a weird angle to insert the key, or the locks keep rejecting the key out. Seems like the perfect time to talk about something. What did you mean by being a Leo? What do you mean? Oh. At the bakery. Well... The Lion looks confused and rather perplexed by the sudden question. He closed his eyes in thought and scratched the top of his head with the key. I'm not sure how to say this, but I kind of forgot what it was all about. There has to be a reason if you're blaming your own race. I blame mine for being short. Short? You're the biggest cat that I've known. Big, not tall. You're tall in all sides. He mocks you with a pinch of your chubby, flabby tummy. Yeah. Heh. I guess I'm blaming them for keeping the status quo. Tom takes up his key just below the sun and looks at the notches for defects. He doesn't seem to be bothered by his statement. I'm surprised you're asking. You used to live in the Alinum state. Bureaucrats. Politicians. Oligarchs. Rallies that don't make any sense. I don't know. I can't really say that politics was a thing in my family. Sure you have. Everyone in Alinum is politically driven. It's the capital city of propaganda, hypocrisy, and high crime rates. I guess I was lucky? Most of my childhood was spent in school and in my dad's apartment. Really? What about business gatherings? Business gatherings? Yeah, like... He scratches his chin with the key, trying to come up with a scenario. You know, big men gathering around the table? You imagine yourself on the table surrounded by large, burly naked men, posing for the camera. The closest that I can think of is when my aunts and uncles invited us over for dinner. Uh-huh. But isn't your dad a doctor? Surely he brought you into his office to show you off. He does bring me to his clinic for weekly checkups. A weekly checkup? I am mixed after all. You shrug. Oh, right. That's good to know. But what does all of this have to do with you being a Leo? Hmm. Tom looks away, taking his time to think while splitting the fur on his forehead with his key. I don't know anymore. He sighs and went back to tinkering with the bike lock, missing from either heat stroke or poor eye coordination. At first, I thought your dad was traditional. But after what you just told me, I guess he's better than most Pantherias. You're pretty lucky, Jayce. Philistines usually don't get a lot of care over there. All I'm saying is that my race doesn't have a lot of good history with yours. So let's just forget about your dad and look forward to making our future here. I've already decided to just let it go. A bit forgiving, aren't you? I wouldn't mind if you kicked my dad on the chin. I'll just look away. With the mirror on hand. Wow, how benevolent of you. He waves his hand dismissively and finally unlocks the locks. Let's just call it even between me and him. He did one good thing for me. He pats the dust off of the cushions and hops on. What's that? He got me a best friend who lets me kick his dad. Now get on. Standing on the pegs with the wind in your fur, the sun blinding you with its morning rays, paws holding firm to Tom's shoulders, anxiety starts to pool in your stomach. There is a question in your heart that seeks an answer. The answer, however, lies within the person you're holding. Was Tom ever direct? I always imagined him to be a shy guy. And like that kiss last night. That was unexpected, but expected in a way. It's not like I dislike this new side of Tom. You're moving a lot back there. Something eating you, Jayce? It's nothing. You sure? Just so you know, even though we haven't talked much since I graduated, I'm still the same. The proud lion shows his big, pearly whites as he turns his head towards you. Yeah, about that. Then let it out. Don't hold back. It's going to be weird. That's never stopped us before. The lion expresses with so much energy that it makes you think that something is wrong, and your tummy concurs with Come on. I want to know what you're thinking. I don't even remember what we're talking about, so sure, why not? I was thinking about your dick. Okay, your dick. And just like that, you killed him. Tom didn't say anything, but if you place your ears close to his head, you can hear the tone of a broken dial-up, as well as the sound of his fur being scratched by his finger. Wow. Welcome back. Just wow. Told you it's going to be weird. Yeah, but wow. I know, your dick is amazing. You don't have to keep rubbing it in. God damn it, Jayce. Don't say it like that. You can see him placing his hand on his face, ears turning red like his mane. This is fun. No wonder John does this. I bet this was John's doing. Funny that you mentioned him. I've been seeing him after you started swinging your dick around. What does that mean? Why is he there? In spirit. You think I was acting like John? Yep. Honestly, it freaked me out. When you were swinging your dick, he was like in the corner of my eye, waiting to attack. Shit. I shouldn't have listened to him. What was that? Ah, nothing. I was... Listen, you can just forget what happened at the gym. That wasn't me. That was John then? Stop bringing him up. I'm being serious here. I can't help it. John's a deviant, and now you're a deviant. An imaginary arrow flew into Tom's head with the note saying, deviant. I was just trying to be fun. He huffs, puffing his cheeks to a pout. You strayed from the path, Tom. You've become John too. Another imaginary arrow strikes true with a note saying, John too. Ah! The lion roars in a fit of rage and embarrassment, cheeks and ears redder than his mane. Hee. It's fine, really. I find it really masculine. He snaps his head away, pouting. Aw, you're cute when you pout. I'm not pouting. Definitely pouting with puffy cheeks and all. And why are you saying this after comparing me to my brother? You asked for it, I just answered. Honestly, it doesn't bother me at all. So long as you don't do it in public. So as long as it's private? Yeah, You slide your hand to his chest and give it a gentle squeeze. I do like what I've seen so far. Wednesday, 7:42 a.m. As Tom takes the next turn to the parking lot, you felt a weird sensation of something rolling in your pants. Before you had a chance to investigate, something hits you and blocks you from entering the parking area. It feels like a thin layer of plastic wrapping itself around you before changing composition and becoming like a trampoline. You are bounced off the bike and your helmet is thrown into the air. Ow, ow, ow. What hit me? Huh? You see a dome made of what appears to be a large soap bubble. It's still rippling from the impact of you hitting it. Slowly, you push yourself off the ground and keep your eyes fixed on the wavy, insidious dome. What's going on? The ripples on the dome eventually disappear, leaving only a faint sheen to prove that it was ever there. A sudden chill passes through you, draining the warmth from your body and causing your skin and fur to prickle and cringe as if you were being pinched all over. Brrr. The heck is going on? What's with this creepy dome? Wait, where's Tom? You spot Tom's bike laying on the floor inside the dome. Its rider is nowhere to be seen. He left me. Who said that? Who said that? The voice seems to be lagging behind every word you make. Is that my voice? Is that my voice? How the... Penis. Penis. Okay, that is definitely my voice. Just, what is going on here? Tom? Where are you? You yell out from the top of your lungs, followed by the haunting echo emanating from your body. Silence, peasant. It's coming back. Who's there? What's coming back? Before you can react, another chilling wave passes through you. Your body becomes rigid, as if turned to stone. Your knees give out and you collapse to the ground. What's happening? In a strange twist, your yellow helmet starts floating around you. It's quivering as if being held by someone. Jayce! Suddenly, Tom appears with your helmet under his arms, his back turned towards you. Tom? He jumps and immediately turns to you. Jayce, what happened? Did you hit your head? Tom kneels over you, shielding you from the sun. His hands hover around your head, searching for injuries, but unsure if he should touch you. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Tears start to form. It was strange even to yourself as to why you're crying. Yet, it felt like you've been alone all your life. Seeing the lion warms your heart. The lion held you up in his arms, eyes darting for injuries. Jayce? What's wrong? Yet, with his warm feeling comes sleep. And darkness. Hello, Jayce. So good to finally meet face to face. But let me first apologize for our initial meet. Oh, I know I threatened to burn down your castle and whatnot. But that was a moment of weakness. A plea for help. What? Cat got your tongue? That was a joke. A really good one, if I say so myself. Because you're a cat. Not even a chuckle. Are you afraid? Oh, don't be, my boy. I'm here as a friend, a comrade. There is nothing to fear. Still nothing. I guess I should have expected it from an idle soul. Which is rather queer at your age. But no matter. Soon you'll see the world as it should be. It'll only be a matter of time when we can finally have a proper conversation. Oh, come now. It's only but a mere summon by your lord. No need to make a fuss. Rude. I jest, of course. You are not you. As much as I love to keep this conversation going, alas, time is up. I'll see you soon, Jayce. Oh, as one friend to another, a warning. Watch yourself. The world you know is only but one side of the coin. The other side already knows. You woke up from your dream feeling confused and disorientated. You're in a sterile, white-walled clinic that was filled with the familiar smells of antiseptic and medical ointments. Hello? Ah, you're awake. Good. Hello there. The voice who came through the curtains came from a large blue wolf with pecs the size of two large pillows and silky black hair. You had an accident. You're at the school clinic. Your friend brought you in. Can you tell me your name? He was wearing a white lab coat, just like the ones that you had seen on TV shows. The doctor's face was stern and serious, but his eyes were kind and compassionate. But you're most preoccupied by the load between his legs. It's huge. It's Jayce. Well, Jayce, a pleasure to meet you. I am Dr. Warwick. How are you feeling? Your friend tells me that you had a fall. Quickly, answer the DILF. I'm good. Good job. He eyes you up and down with a look of concern if whether you're insane or not. I didn't quite catch that. Could you repeat that for me? You gulp down your gay and reply. I'm good. He leans in closer to your face, close enough that if you just leaned forward, you'd do horrible sins against his married man, evident by the ring on his wedding finger as he reaches towards the back of your head. No pain anywhere? The doctor places his hands on your head. He then gently slides them along the scalp, moving fur out of the way and feeling around for signs of injury or tender areas. No. That's good. He pets you like some kind of pet animal. Cough. I'm going to get a set of vital signs on you and check your blood sugar. You instinctively roll up your sleeve, extend your arm, and offer a finger. You've done this before? It's rare for patients, especially children, to willingly extend their arm for medical procedures. I'm used to it. I'm a mix. If the hair wasn't any indication. Is there any information that you think would be helpful for me before I begin the exam? I'm mildly lactose intolerant? Noted. He places an O2 monitor on your finger, then gently wraps a blood pressure cuff around your arm. Holding the stethoscope to your skin underneath the cuff, he begins to take your blood pressure. Don't you have one of those automated ones? I prefer to manually take it. It's faster and more accurate. He inflates the cuff and slowly lets the familiar whoosh of air to come out, taking out a pen from his breast pocket and writes down the details. I'm going to check out your pupils. Look straight ahead past my shoulder and try not to blink. I'll be shining a light in your eyes. You did as you were told. As the doctor finishes, there is a loud running screeching from outside the clinic. Tom comes in with your bag in hand, sweating profusely and out of breath. He doesn't look too good. He must have ran from the clinic to fetch your stuff after bringing you here. Is Jayce okay? I am still undergoing diagnostics. Please sit down and let me do my work. The doctor had to push him down because the lion was too worried to do anything besides look at you, with those weary emerald green eyes. Thank you. The lion's concern made you worry, but it also brought a smile to your face, knowing that he was looking out for you. Feeling reassured, you wave and smile at him to let him know that you are okay. Now, Jayce, I need you to give me a big smile, wide as you can, like this. He demonstrates by smiling from ear to ear. Nah. Good. He held both of his hands in the air and asked you to grab them. You paused. The doctor was asking you to hold hands? Says your inner gay. You gulp and reach out with shaky hands. The sound of wedding bells rings in your ears as your imagination takes flight. Okay, now push against mine. In order to starve the gay away, you put on your competitive game face and push with all of your might. Albeit it looks like you're taking a shit. The blue brick wolf didn't even budge. And pull. He's not budging at all. He's only holding onto you with his middle finger, while the rest of his fingers are splayed out, mocking your strength. Alright, good job. He lets go and picks up his chart to write again. Is that a test for constipation? No. I'm checking for muscle weakness. If there is a brain injury, one side may be weaker than the other, similar to stroke symptoms. You feel a strange stirring in your head, urging you to eat pizza, but you can't understand why. Alright, Jayce. I would like you to read the letters on these cards. The DILF Daddy Wolf takes out a pack of cards from the drawer and shows you the first card with the big font. That's an I, right? Each one gets smaller, so concentrate. I, A-M-A, L-I-T-T-L-E, P-I-G, E... Hey! Oh, how did those cards get in there? He put it away with a cheeky smile. Sorry about that. How about I enumerate 5 simple words and have you repeat them back to me? Despite giving him the fuck you face, he continues on with a smirky grin on his face. Kiwi, apple, cucumber, mango, watermelon. In any order. Apple, kiwi, mango, watermelon? And the last one? Cucumber. That's all right. Unfortunately, the doctor cuts you off before you could answer. Again, he scribbles something on his chart. Was that an actual test? Yes, I'm testing his short-term memory. Head trauma can affect different parts of the brain, so these tests help to pinpoint which area, if any, has an injury or not. The symptoms can come on slowly over time as well, so he'll need to be monitored for the next day or so for any changes. Sometimes a bleed can occur slowly. Oh, and try to remember those 5 words for me. It's kiwi, apple, cucumber, mango, watermelon. Jayce? Are you listening? Huh? Are you experiencing lapses in memory? No. I just got distracted with the explanation. Ah, yes. It's scary, but it's better to be well informed. Do you think that you can stand for me? I guess. You roll to your side and place your feet on the ground, standing tall. How do you feel? Nothing out of the ordinary. No dizziness or lightheadedness? Nausea? I guess I'm a bit sleepy, but other than that, no. The doctor scoots his chair further away. Take a few steps towards me. You follow his command and walk straight towards him. Good. Well, your motor functions seem to be intact, but the fact that you lost consciousness and are experiencing fatigue concerns me. I think that you should have a CT scan done just to be sure everything is in working order. A CT? Isn't that expensive? You're a student at the school, correct? Your health plan should help cover the cost. You might feel fine now, but the brain bleeds can happen slowly. Losing consciousness for that long isn't normal. It's better to be certain, just in case. But I didn't hit my head. Jayce, you should do what the doctor said. I didn't hit my head. I had a helmet on. And even if I did, my parents will kill me. Do you know how much a CT scan costs? There's no way that we can pay for the other half. I can't force you to get the CT, but if not, you should have someone monitor you for a day or 2. If you notice any changes, nausea, headaches, excessive fatigue, muscle weakness, or loss of coordination, you need to go to the hospital immediately. Do you have someone that can look after you? You look at Tom with pleading eyes, hoping that he will agree to look after you. You don't want your parents to find out. I'll do it. Stay with him for at least 2 days. If he feels anything that I have mentioned, immediately go to a hospital. A loud buzzing sound is emanating from the doctor's pockets. He pulls out an old pager and starts reading it. His face is etched with worry. Whatever the message is, it seems important. For now, I want you to stay here and rest for an hour. I'll be back in a bit. The doctor leaves the clinic in a hurry, leaving you 2 alone. What? I'm just worried. I'm fine, Tom. You don't have to worry about me. I have a thick head. You demonstrate by knocking your head twice. No, that's not it. How did you... His fingers frantically dig into his scalp, as if he wants to physically remove the words from his head. Tom? Forget it, I'm just worried. Well, it's not like this is the first time that I fell off a bike. On your own. I've never dropped a package. Tom puffs out his chest confidently, insisting that he never dropped any of his delivery, and he's right, he never did. And now I'm the little dark spot on that sparkling white record of yours. So long as that you don't tell anybody about it, I've worked hard for that reputation. Hehehe. Do you still do deliveries? I do, but not from our usual customers. Oh, what happened? I still do deliveries, but now I use an app. Mover? Grabby. How is it? It's so-so. The pay is higher than our old gig. But the customers aren't as polite as our neighbors. How much do you pay for gas per customer? Gas? Don't you use a bike? I've got a perfectly working one. Yeah, so how much for gas? Wait, are you using your bicycle? Well, yeah, I don't need a motorcycle. That's crazy. You're crazy. We're in a mountain residential. It's good exercise, plus, I don't have to stop for traffic. You're a workout freak, you know that? I don't see it as a problem. And it's not like I go overboard. It's not even a permanent shift. You don't work 8 hours a day? It's a gig. You can work anytime you want. Oh, I thought that would be a requirement. Just a driver's license and, of course, your personal information. Hiss! You're a part of the system! Leave me, spy. My personal preference of sugar percentage in milk tea is none of your concern. That's troubling. I take mine 0. That's more troubling. I'm after caffeine. The taste is just a plus. Leave me, heathen. Pipe down. You're not the only one here. He looks at the next bed, behind the curtain. Oh, sorry. You whisper an apology to your neighbor. Why didn't you tell me? Because... As you observe Tom rise from his seat, your heart begins to pound with anticipation. The determination in his gaze is palpable as he approaches, his lips curling into a sly smile. Your mind races with uncertainty, wondering what he might do next. The possibility of someone spying on the scene from behind the curtain only heightens your nerves. Excitement. As Tom's lips move closer to your forehead, the curtain billowed up with the wind, as if the universe itself was conspiring to create the perfect moment. Your heart pounded with anticipation and excitement, fueled by the thought of someone watching in secret. I like messing with you. The kiss is sealed, and you are now a couple in the public's eye. Or at least that's what you think until the curtain reveals an empty bed. You can't help but feel a little disappointed, but also relieved that you won't have to explain this to anyone. You liar. You point at the empty bed before the curtain hit the lie. Oh, would you look at that? But who covers an empty bed? Stop messing with me. Get out, or I'll call the cops on you. For what? For being a handsome liar. A handsome liar? Huh. Sounds like a good movie title. Get out of here, you movie aficionado. I'm going. Call me when you're out, okay? Yeah. Shoo already. A few minutes later, as you lay on the hospital bed, your mind begins to wander back to your childhood. You remember the constant fear that accompanied your everyday as your father examined you for any sign of abnormality in your body. You have a genetic condition that is a result of 2 different races intermingling. This condition, generally named as mixed, had caused you to be told that your life would be hard and that you might not make it past the age of 12. Despite the dire predicament, you had managed to survive without any life-threatening diseases beyond the age of 18, but the memories of those difficult years still lingered in your mind. You had always been anxious about your health, always worried that you might suddenly fall over and succumb to your condition. With the invention of the smartphone, however, coping with anxiety seemed easier and duller as you had watched many videos of experiences beyond your immediate vicinity. Some mixed individuals took advantage of this technology as a means to profit, though most faked their conditions. Some even explained their situation as not being all that bad and considered modern media to be fake news. However, there were also some of those who showed the world just how miserable their lives were due to their condition and the stigma surrounding it. React, porn ad, gamer video, Raid Shadow Legends ad, a gerbil getting a haircut. React, political ad, react, deceptively straight porn ad. Bored. Back in a hospital bed again. It's not too bad, I suppose. My old bed was just like this. Think Dad got it as a bargain. These sheets are itchy though. Hemp? Bored and unable to sleep because of the itchy hemp sheets, you lift the covers to search for the wash tag for information on its manufacturing. A grayish, well-dressed wolf walks politely into the clinic, glancing around until his eyes fall onto yours. "Excuse me?" He said with a polite smile and a low bow. "Hmm? I apologize for disturbing your... He looks down at the tangled mess that you've made with your sheets, completely bewildered by your need to seek knowledge. Have you seen the doctor?" "He left about 30 minutes ago." "Huh. I wonder why he texted me to come here." A pungent, muddy pine scent wafts over the sheets. You lift the sheets up to your nose and take a deep whiff, hoping to figure out the source of the smell. Unfortunately, the sheets just smell medicinal. Undeterred, you follow your nose and discover that the source of the smell is the wolf. Is it me? Despite the strong smell, there is a familiar, homey scent mixed in with it, along with the wolf's natural musk. The smell is almost like a wet dog rolling in a field of cashews. It's hard to describe, but there's something comforting about it. The wolf looks down as if he's used to this kind of reaction. Perhaps it would have been wise to freshen up after my morning exercises. And now he's depressed, you monster. It's not bad, just smells familiar. Familiar? You kinda smell like the forest? Ah, how astute of you. I did come from the forest. I'm guessing you jog around the park? A little farther, if I should say. Near the waterfalls? Why, yes. How did you know? I guess you can say I'm a local expert. Oh, would you be so kind as to show me around? I'm quite new to the city and could use some guidance. I mean, sure, but I don't know if we will see each other again. I do not understand why that would be the case. After all, we are classmates. Huh? I am seated behind you in class. Oh. Sorry. Who are you again? Rascal. Rascal? Belton. Rascal Belton, your classmate for the first semester of the year. Rascal? My relatives prefer to call me Rask, if you like. Uh-huh. Jayce. A pleasure to meet you again, Jayce. You were so engrossed in the situation that you forgot that your hair was on full display. You want to reach into your bag for your hat, but the situation doesn't feel like the right course of action, so you end up staring at him like you killed your parents. Is there something wrong? Don't tell anyone. About what? This. You gesture to yourself. Oh. Is it a personal matter? Yes, and I want to keep it a secret as long as I can. Oh, my lips are sealed. He makes a zipper motion with his thumb and finger across his lips. Somehow you believe them, despite your strong skepticism urging you to destroy the witness. It must be his friendly Aurora rating like a happy gerbil. Okay. But tell anyone and I'll punch your kidneys. I'm sure that it will not come to that. Good. Good. So, what brings you here? I was so close. I sort of fell on my head. Oh, I am sorry to hear that. Sort of? Eh, I don't want to go into details. Just put it that I'm under observation. Ah, it's better safe than sorry. I guess. But what about you? What are you in here for? I'm waiting for my As Rask was about to answer, the door swings open and a tiger pounces behind the unsuspecting wolf and brings him up in the air. Uncle, what are you doing? What? Can't an uncle hug his favorite nephew? Of course you can, Uncle, but... The aging tiger with graying hair swings the wolf around as if trying to tire it out before delivering the final blow. Then why protest? You know your dear uncle loves you. Uncle, I must protest. This behavior is highly inappropriate for the dean of the school. He's the one in charge here? Titles be damned. If I cannot love my... Behave yourself. Whoops. My baby! I'm okay. Uncle Garth, good morning. Good morning, nephew. Ralph's a hybrid? Despite your tendency to forget names on the first day, there were two large men in the room, gazing at what you can only assume is their beloved nephew. So lucky! But a tigress and a Lupo family together? That's rare. How are you? I am positively fine. But may I know the reason for being called here? Yes, The man-child tiger finally corrected his posture and stood up with an air of professionalism. I was concerned that perhaps you had encountered some sort of mishap, as you were not present when your dear uncle and I sat down to our morning meal. My apologies, Uncle. I could not resist the call of the forest. The forest called out to you, my dear boy? Yes, it invited me to its beautiful, luscious greens and clean air. I could not resist a good run. Oh. I do the same. It's been a while since I had a good run. Maybe we should have a family run. Lovely. The thought of running makes the tiger shudder. His body cringes at the mere mention of it. He sighs, but then smiles. It seems he's okay with the idea of running in the end. Ah, my aching bones. And they're married? I'm sorry for causing a fuss, but I did leave a note on the table. Yes, you did, my dear boy. But you forgot something very important, my dear boy. Oh, have I forgotten my books? I'm sure that I had checked them last night. No, my sweet and studious young nephew. It is not a matter of material concern. It is a ritual that must never be broken in this family. What? What is it? Your anticipation is rising as you sit and watch the scenario unfold. You've never been this excited to hear what's going to happen, unlike the last disappointing episode of Swords of Thrones. Not only have you discovered that this kid has two attractive muscular uncles, but they're married to each other. It's like watching a favorite telenovela, except that you never cared about it because they're all straight. What is it? Your morning hug. Gay. Against the usual social norms between two adult men, the wolf tenderly embraces the tiger with a warm, loving embrace. His tail wagging happily as he does so. It's a strange and unusual sight, and you can't help but feel a little envious of the close bond between the two. That is, until you feel a sudden, tingling vibration near your groin, causing an unexpected reaction. Ah! Phew, that was quite enough. I feel so much better now. Anytime, Uncle. Very well, my boy. Now that the curse has been lifted, you may resume your normal daily activities. Oh, is it alright if I stay with a friend? Oh, you've made a friend. Who, my boy? He is right over there. He promised me a tour around the city. Well now, that's mighty kind of you to offer. But my dear boy, I thought that we were going. Oh, I'm sorry, Uncle. We've been so busy with the school's associate party this weekend that I couldn't take any more of your time. The parties can't... Good lad, Rask. Mo does have a lot of work to get done. Enjoy your time with friends. And this is actually good timing. Jayce here needs more eyes on him for a day or two. His head injury? Yup, it sounds like you're already up to speed. It seems like you two are already good friends. I object. Maybe it's time you two go on ahead for class. Keep an eye on him. Prod him if you see him sleeping in class. I won't let him out of my sight. Good boy. Do I get a say in this? As you walk through the halls with your new companion following behind, you can sense eyes watching you from every angle. You make sure that your hat is snug and tight and your sleeves are covering both arms. Sideways glances, bumbling whispers, and sudden movements to get out of your way. It's clear that you're definitely getting attention, but the question is why? Brisk walk, brisk walk, brisk walk, brisk walk. You pull your hat further down on your head and briskly walk to your classroom. Dude, where you been? Startled by your best friend's sudden surprise movements, you turn around to see Rask standing there with a cheerful smile on his face looking at you. Ralph? Rask. Rask. John, Rask. I know who he is, dude. What's important is why he's looking at you like that. Hello, John. I was asked to help look after Jayce's health. Huh? What's wrong with him? It seems that he fell on his head. Allegedly. Allegedly? Alright, class, settle down. We have a lot of formulas to cover today, and I want to see pens and notebooks in hands, not cell phones. The math teacher enters the room and tells everyone to take their seats. Before class starts, you quickly send a message to Tom, letting him know that you are okay and will meet him in the cafeteria. Wednesday, 10:26 a.m. Throughout the class, you can feel both your new and old friends staring at the back of your head, the designated head injury looked out, and the interrogator trying to squeeze out information with his glare. Class, a reminder, we will be reviewing algebraic expressions on Friday. Please refer to the page 8 in your textbook. The math teacher announced with a confident tone. That concludes today's lesson. As soon as the teacher stepped out of the classroom, the students erupted into a frenzy of huddling and hushed chatter, like a group of squirrels discussing their latest nut-gathering strategies. Hey, big, gray, and handsome. Care to share? I'm sorry. Apology accepted. Tell me what happened to Jayce. John seems to be intentionally avoiding you, probably because you have been avoiding eye contact with him throughout the entire class. I apologize, but I am afraid that I lack the details on the matter. I had only arrived to find him in bed, fidgeting with the sheets. Was he masturbating? Pardon? You're excused. How did you end up becoming Jayce's wet nurse? I was asked by my uncle to look after Jayce's well-being. Who's your uncle? My dear Uncle Garth, who serves as a college physician. That big blue DILF? Yes. Maybe. What's a DILF? An expression of shock briefly flashes across John's face as the question settles between you. Then it contorts into a broad, wicked grin. Like lightning, his phone is in his hand as he furiously begins typing with a look of malevolent glee on his face. You know this pattern. You know what he's about to do. Years of constant bombardment of dick pics tell you what is about to happen. There, displayed on his phone, a familiar picture of a naked, gruffed, well-endowed grey wolf spreading his endowment with a string of prey hanging off the movement, just as you remembered. He's going to do it. You need to stop him. Rask! Yes, Jayce? Is something the matter? Where do you want to, um, er, I'm sorry, could you repeat that for me? Where do you want to go? Oh, right, our tour. Tour? Yes, Jayce kindly offered to give me a tour of the city. Jayce offered a tour to a stranger? Is there a problem? Nah, I'm just a little crossed. Oh, you had plans, didn't you? I'm terribly sorry. Is that why you've been so tense this whole class, Jayce? You've been keeping tabs on me? It's okay, Jayce, I understand. Is this my ticket out? Dude. I was waiting for an invite. Oh. That'll be splendid. The more the merrier. No! So, where are we heading? I was thinking about the mall. The mall, huh? Any reason? I heard from my uncle that it has everything. You're not wrong there. Except, why go for a boring mall tour when we could go somewhere exciting? I guess you are right. How about the waterfalls? He lives near the waterfalls. Whoa, really? I am afraid that he's right. I've already visited multiple times with my uncle during the last weeks of summer. That's sick, though. You don't think your uncle would mind if we, visit you to go swimming from time to time? I think that he'd be delighted. Great. It's a promise, then. Rask. You fool! But darn, the waterfalls are the best part of the city. There's not a lot of scenic areas here besides woods, beach, and malls. How about some local delicacies? Local delicacies, huh? The city is too new to have any unique delicacies. It's mostly just bougie, yuppity foods like that. It's alright. I've always wanted to try the local cooking. We got a foodie here, Jayce. I don't think that we can afford trying every restaurant in this city, much less than fancy ones with our college allowance. That's quite alright. I have loads on me. We can share. And the sugar daddy. Jayce, you struck gold, buddy. What's a sugar daddy? John! Wednesday, 12:01 p.m. You walk alongside your group of friends, trying to ignore the feeling of unease that settled in the pit of your stomach. You can't shake the suspicion that everyone is looking at you, that they can see the genetic defect that you've tried so hard to hide. Why is everyone staring at us? They're not staring at us. They're staring at him. John points his thumb at the gray wolf, who looks flustered and uneasy. The wolf's fur is ruffled and his tail droops between his legs, giving off a palpable air of discomfort. Huh? Rask is popular? Dude, he's a gray. Oh. Really? Are you open about it? Dude, look at him. Feminine posture, nice silky hair, and that weird hand gesture. Yep. He's definitely gay. And the fact that he lives with a gay couple only proves it. Wait, is that a factor? My parents are straight, yet I'm gay. I see. Don't worry, Rask. I don't judge. You don't? Yeah, people should be judged by their character, not their labels. I don't know what to say. That means so much to me. Think nothing of it. As another passerby shows fear towards your fellow gay man, you can't help but feel a deep anger and frustration. Shame on you! He can't help the way he was born! Hiss, hiss! Meet me at Misty's Bake Shop. Tom wants me to meet him at Misty's. Ugh. Bet he just wants you alone so that he can give you his AIDS. He doesn't have AIDS. How would you know? He lifts his hand up and enumerates with his fingers. A professional athlete, a voice that melts butter, that ass. A catch like him has probably had more collars than I have. Bet Tom's got a butthole like a catfish's maw. Ew. Catfish? He has AIDS? Buddy, did you not hear the vile thing I just said? No. So, when you're meeting Tom, I'm starving. You wanna go? Aren't you afraid you'll catch his AIDS? So you admit he has AIDS? Dick. Fine, let's go. May I come along? I would love to meet this Tom. I thought it was a given. Oh, goody. Wednesday, 12:06 p.m. Jayce, over here. Brought the gremlin, I see. And a new friend? Anything wrong? My apologies for staring. You just look so good for someone your condition. I'm glad. You seem to be doing so well. It looks like you're getting good care. A pleasure to meet you. I am Rask of Belton. Tom Nully. Wait, condition? John has informed me of your situation, and I understand that it must be difficult. And what did he tell you? That you have AIDS? I don't have AIDS! Want to check the menu? Are you not going to stop them? They'll be back in a minute. You'll get used to it after a while. Might as well spend it on the menu. As you scan the menu, your eyes are drawn to the sandwich that sounds promising until you read the name of its ingredients. Sliced solanum, lycopersicum, roasted capsicum anum, and freshly thawed lactostavia leaves on a bed of rustic sandwich bread warmed in our artisanal microwave. What the heck is all this? What's wrong? I think this restaurant is run by a cult. Look at this demonic language on the menu. Artisanal sliced solanum tuberosum, freshly canned tunas albacaris, roasted capsicum anum, aged Parmigiano Reggiano on a bed of rustic sandwich bread. Seems normal to me. And where's the price? Why do restaurants always have to pull this stunt? It's so stupid. They just do it to raise prices and just make me feel poor. And we're in a college bakery. Bougie. Don't tell them I said that. As the Grey Wolf begin a polite and charming conversation with the Tabby Cat cashier, a short line rushes in frantically searching for a place to hide. Where's that little monster? Welcome back. Hey, have you decided what you're going to order yet? Quick question. Shoot. Are we ordering for a seance? Fancy words scaring you? These are the words of the devil. There's solanum lycopersicum. It's a tomato. Solanum. Lycoperidia. Ah, help. I'm turning into a tomato. You're such a kid. Parmigiano Reggiano. It's just a stupid marketing trick. But I'm treating you today, so order anything you like. Don't worry about it. Just pick whatever you think sounds tasty. Oh, wait. Is this a date? Oh, what's the occasion? Nothing really. I just want to treat my... Oh, hey, friend. I have talked to the cashier and she graciously let me foot the bill for everyone today. Oh, wait, what? Why? I owe you an apology. John meant it as a joke and I believed him. You see John over by the counter, twirling his hand and speaking in a way that suggested that he was some kind of VIP to the sandwich makers. It was as if he believed his words carried a certain weight. The sandwich makers, however, looked annoyed and their eyes seemed to be shifting back and forth between John and the sandwich, as if trying to decide whether to spit at him or the sandwich. John, please don't agitate the minimum wage workers. I am sorry for making assumptions and I wanted to make it up to you and everyone for being such good friends to me. That's really nice of you, Rask. Thanks. Yeah, thanks. You're quite welcome. Hey, tall, handsome, and gray. Would you mind coming over here for a sec? John shouted to Rask to come over to the counter, his voice dripping with calculated charm. You can't help but sense that John had an ulterior motive. Coming! As Rask walked over to the counter, you can't help but notice that the sandwich makers start to sweat like students trying to finish their assignments during class. One even conspicuously hid a sandwich under the counter. But your attention gets drawn away by a sulking lion, looking out the window as if cursing the birds that flew by. Hey. At least we both get free lunches. I wanted it to just be us. Oh. That's probably my fault. My bad, Tom. Hey, it's fine. I kinda expected you to bring Jong along. But I was also expecting him to take a hint. But I wasn't expecting you to bring a grave with you. How'd you end up with him? Well, he's a classmate. You know what I mean. You either hiss at you people, or you just stare at them till they go away. I do that. Well, he just showed up at the clinic looking for his uncle. Why would his uncle be in the clinic? Turns out that his uncle is the doctor. Dr. Warwick? Yeah, he's a nephew of the doctor and the dean's apparently. The dean was there too? Yeah, he came in after. And get this. They're married. Married. They're married. Stop that. I heard you the first time. How are you not shocked about this? Well, if you stop molesting your other hand. Why should I care if they're married? Because they're gay. And? What does that make us? An abomination towards God? But how are you not surprised by this? I really don't understand why you're making this like it's a big deal. It's not like we're the only people like that. I'm pretty sure that there are tons of homosexual doctors out there who would rather keep their privacy. Don't know why you're so surprised by it. I'm just surprised that I'm meeting so many in one area. Maybe you're not used to it. I mean, we did study in a Catholic school, where every day our skin burns with sin. So stinky with sin! Or maybe we didn't have air conditioning and just a single wall fan to keep us cool. You know, Catholic school versions of purgatory. Gasp! They knew! Hee. But I wonder how Rask feels about it when he opened up. I would guess that he's pretty smug, having two high-powered uncles backing him up. I mean, who needs actual talent or hard work when you got nepotism? Nepotism? I was talking about Rask being openly gay. Wait? Rask is gay too? Yep, just told me a while ago. Out of the blue? He just told you he's gay? Apparently everyone in school knows he's gay. What? I got everyone everything on the menu. Since none of you lined up for your order. In front of you is a tray of 12 different sandwiches wrapped in paper with their corresponding names written in the profaned text of the bougie coven. It's like an ancient grimoire, completely unreadable, the vague form of the Leviathan seal, the 12 stars aligned, the beast approaches, the coming of the sandwich. You didn't tell us. Meanwhile, over at the counter, Rask seems to be giving the exhausted workers a warming compliment and a jaw-dropping tip to each one. I hope that you are all hungry. John was kind enough to help me carry the tray. Anything for a friend. Blech. This is all too much. Seems regular to me. But don't worry. If we have leftovers, I'll just bring some to my dear uncles. Go on, dig in. March 9th, 2023. I have something to ask of you. Is it over? Are you asking for money? Give me ice cream. Choco mint flavor. Ew. I'm sorry, Mochi, but I have to cancel you for mint ice cream. On a supersized sugar cone. With cashews. Cashews? Feed me! The gallery is now functioning. To access, just right-click or go to the prefs and click on gallery. It's not much, but I can spruce it up on a later date now that it's working. My Patreon is now open again. The game will always be free, but if you want to donate, the link is clicking the icon on the bottom left of the menu. But thanks to the people on Patreon for last month's donation. Thank you for playing! I have been competing with the local Navy base for like the past hour and a half. It's going to be shorter, the video's going to be shorter because I have stuff to cut out. But oh my god, did they not stop flying over? It is almost 8 p.m. They should stop. Stop it, Navy. Stop it. Anyways. So, that was the newest update for, well, it's literally the newest update for Socially Awkward. Hopefully you guys liked it. So we have a new character introduced, Rask. We also have the doctor, his uncle, and the dean, also his uncle. The gay uncles? Gunkles? Gankles? Introduced. And, obviously this poor guy can't help but be a little horny for DILFs. But yeah, so... not much new has happened except for the fact that, I guess, Tom and Jayce are official, not official. Well, Tom is calling Jayce his boyfriend now, I guess. Even if it's his boyfriend. I'm assuming John probably already figured it out. He's just messing with his brother. And Rask is sort of like one of those Richie Rich boys that, has lived a sheltered life, so he doesn't have any awareness of what's going on around him. But yeah, let's see. I'm assuming the dean, the tiger, is very protective of his nephew. And I'm not sure if he noticed Jayce's boner or if he noticed the stripes, but we'll have to see. Anyway, so yeah, write down in the comments what you thought. This is probably going to be one episode because most of the time in the recording gets me just waiting for the stupid Navy fighter planes to stop flying over. You'll probably hear them anyways, maybe. It depends how sensitive the mic is right now. Anyways, but yeah, so anyways, thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play Socially Awkward yourself, you can find it over on Itch, and you can find a direct link to it from the creator's Twitter page, which I will link down in the description, along with the Patreon, and apparently they have a coffee, so I will also link that down. So, yeah, I also have a coffee if you want to donate money to me. Some people have donated money, and I actually appreciate that, like, really, really appreciate that. Somebody donated, a sizable amount, and I've, like, thank you very much. I was not expecting that, but it actually means a lot to me when people donate. It's not necessary. Like, just you guys watching and commenting is enough for me. But, like, when people donate, it's like an extra, like, oh, they do care. They do like my videos. They do appreciate me. But yeah, so you don't have to donate, but, like, if you want to, you could donate to Monchimutt. He needs it. But yeah, so, I guess that's it for now, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.